Do you want to buy a property in Mexico but don't know where to start? In this video, we'll explain everything. How to own a property as a foreigner, how much taxes you need to pay, and whether financing is possible. So let's go step by step, and by the end of this video, you will feel confident to take action. Stick around because I will share some tips that most foreigners don't know which can save you thousands of dollars. First, let's talk about the two zones in Mexico, the restricted zone and the non-restricted zone. The restricted zone includes everything within 50 kilometers of the coastline or 100 kilometers of international borders, while the rest of the country is the non-restricted zone. Now, as you can see, all the beach areas fall within the restricted zone for foreign buyers. So you might be wondering, can a foreigner still buy property there? Foreigners cannot buy directly in the restricted zone according to Article 27 of the Mexican Constitution. So how can you buy near the beach in Mexico? Through a fideicomiso, which is a bank trust. A Mexican bank holds the legal title and you are the beneficiary with all the rights. You can use it, sell it, rent it, or even pass it to your family. Tip: check the link above for a detailed video about what a fideicomiso is and how it works. If you want to avoid a fideicomiso, you could buy through a Mexican corporation. But I only recommend this in a very specific cases. A Mexican person has to be part of the company and you will have monthly tax obligation. Now that you know the zones, let's talk about taxes. What taxes do I have to pay when buying? First of all, the taxes to the government. The main tax is the ISAI, which is around 3% of the property's value on average. In addition, there are some minor government fees that vary depending on the state. And the second one, the notary fees. In Mexico, a notary handles all legal steps. Fees usually range from $8,000 to $10,000. What annual taxes do I have to pay on my property? The predial is the only annual tax that you will have to pay, and it's about 0.10% of the property value. What tax do I have to pay when I sell my property? When you sell, you pay based on your profit. One factor that many foreigners forget is the exchange rate. Your purchase price is recorded in pesos, and your sale price is also calculated in pesos. So it's very important to take the exchange rate into account when you buy and when you sell. Example: if the exchange rate rises, your gain in pesos is higher, so you pay more taxes than it looks in dollars. And if the exchange rate drops, your gain in pesos is lower, so you pay less taxes. Tip: start the residency process in Mexico as soon as you buy. This gives you tax benefits when selling. Can you get a mortgage from a Mexican bank? No, Mexican banks don't usually lend to foreigners. So these are the three options you have. The first option is private lenders. There are loans available for foreigners mainly from the US and Canada. These lenders understand the process for buying property in Mexico and can provide financing for international buyers. The second one is developer financing. Some developers offer payment plans over a few years, allowing you to pay directly to the developer without going through the bank. This can be a convenient option if you want a simpler process and flexible terms. And the third one is equity home. You can use the equity from your current property in your home country to purchase a property in Mexico. This allows you to leverage your existing assets and reduce the amount of cash needed upfront. Now that you understand zones, taxes, and financing, let's go step by step through the purchase process. Step 1. Selecting the property. Do your research and shortlist properties you like. Always visit in person before deciding. Please don't buy remotely. Step 2. Offer and negotiation. Negotiate the price with a formal offer. Step 3. Reservation. Block the property for 15 days while preparing the paperwork. Tip: work always with a local lawyer to guide you through this process. Step 4. Due diligence. Check all legal aspects to confirm the property is totally free of any issue. Step 5. Promissory purchase agreement. Sign the contract with all agreed conditions and pay a 10% deposit at signing. Tip: use an escrow account for your protection. It's best to not send your money directly to the seller. Step 6. Fideicomiso permit. Lawyers start the fideicomiso permit process with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and this process takes 3 to 4 weeks approx. And the last one, step 7. Closing. Once the fideicomiso is approved, you will sign the deed with a notary and the property officially becomes yours. Buying property in Mexico as a foreigner is completely doable if you follow the steps, work with trusted professionals, and plan ahead. By understanding zones, taxes, financing, and all the legal process, you can make a safe purchase. Remember to check the links in the description, ask questions in the comments, and subscribe if you want more tips about buying property in Mexico. Adios!